Real quick message. Love. That's the message. Real quick message. Y'all already know I am your motivational speaker, and you will be motivated when you hear me through your what? Speakers. Also known as Queen Boss Lady. So they counted you out because they cannot count. Yeah. Come to find out, they counted you out because they can't count. They just can't. They can count all your losses, all your shortcomings. They can count every time you fail. But they can't count every time you got up, though. They can't count then. They can't count every time you accomplish something. They can't count then. They 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 add-ins don't be adding up. They don't know. They quickly forget, how to add things up when you start winning. So y'all know. Let me go ahead and break it down for you like a pound. They only counted you out because they did not count. They couldn't count. Excuse me. They took your losses and your failures as if this was going to be for the rest of your life. They looked at those times as if your bad times was going to last forever. They looked at it like, you know, your bad days, your shortcomings was never going to end. They counted every time that you lost. Every time you lost, they celebrated your losses as their victories. They celebrated your losses as their accomplishments. Because for a lot of these people, it was their goal to see you lose. That was an accomplishment for them. They feel like they really accomplished something in their lives by seeing you fail at something, or you fail, or you had a bad moment. Because what they set out to do was use your hurt and your pain for personal gain. And they can no longer do that. And it's eating them alive. They're doing what they've always done. They're still stalking you. And I'm going to refrain from saying the word gang stalkers. I'm going to refrain from saying that word only because stalkers are better. The word stalker, I feel like gang stalkers is just, you know how new words come out like bruh, sus, things like that. And these people are still stalking you. They're still obsessed with you. And like I said before in my past videos, it's okay if people judging me. It's okay. That's why I'm able to get up here and tell, you kings and queens my testimony, because I'm okay with being judged. Because I know just from experience and living life, people are going to judge you before they help you. People are going to judge you before they support you. People are going to judge you. And so I'm okay with it. I've been okay with it. That's why I'm able to, tell you guys certain testimonies about me. Not only that, I know when people bring judgment on me, or they judge me and my situation, judgment is going to be brung to them with no hesitation. So I don't have a problem with, you know, being judged, because I know, you know, that people, this is that's their way of living. They gonna judge you before they give you some encouraging words, or they gonna judge you first before they learn anything about you. So I'm just gonna refrain from the word gang stalking, and I'm just gonna use stalkers, because your stalkers, they'll sit up there and they'll tell you to do something, knowing damn well, you know, it's what they need to do. It's the very thing that they need to do. And they'll say things when they don't even believe in God. For instance, like my family, they certified stalkers. Certified. You look up the word stalkers, you're going to see their pictures. And my mother would say things like, if you will lie, you will steal. And if you will steal, you will kill. And I was like, well, dang, ever since I've been knowing you, you've been lying. So I was able to count that up. I was able to add that up. 1 plus 1 plus 1. I was able to add that right on up. And I said, well, I just saw her lying yesterday, the day before that, last week. All my life I've been knowing her, she been lying. So I say, okay, just take these people advice. Just take their advice, because it's real when it comes to them. And true enough, she was telling the truth. The whole time, I found out she was lying. Well, I knew she was lying because it was right in my face. And she said, if you a lie, you will steal. Come to find out, she was stealing. She said, if you will steal, you will kill. Come to find out, she was out here killing. Killing people's dreams. Killing people's futures. Killing people's foundations. Killing their love. Killing their joy. Killing their abundance. Killing their fruit. Killing their happiness. So it's true. So I'm not taking any offense to anything that you guys are saying. I'm going to call y'all guys, but I'm not talking to my kings and queens right now. Like, I'm not taking offense, because I know how that goes. Because these are the they're the people that are capable of doing these things, and that's why they'll tell you and try to preach to you about them and who they really are. Okay? And they don't never have no testimonies of how they overcame anything either. These stalkers. Because what stalkers will do is they will inflict some type of pain on you or some type of harm on you. And then, they'll sit back and they'll stalk you. Like, for instance, I was dating this one guy, and I broke up with him. And he started stalking me. He started sending other people to stalk me in hopes that I would get scared and be like, oh my God, I got to go back to him because I need protection. I need safety. But I knew it was him sending these people to stalk me. So it didn't work. It backfired. Like, that just made me more like unattracted to him, less interested in him. And that's how that works. So, and these are those people that'll say, had I would have contacted him and been like, oh my God, I just don't feel safe. It's this car keep following me, or I just keep seeing this same man in front of me. You know what these stalkers will say? Oh, it's because you need God in your life. Oh, it's because you need me back in your life. When they're the furthest thing that you need from your life, that's the last thing you need for your life. But that's what they'll do when they're the ones doing it. So that's how that go, you know. And these are those people that counted you out, and they sit up there and they stalk you, but they counted you out. Because you're supposed to be going crazy. You're supposed to be mental. You're supposed to have some type of mental instability. You're supposed to be unstable within your mind. Because they counted you out. Because they can't count. And it's okay. It's okay. Let people judge you. Let them say what they're going to say. Because they're going to be judged as well. Judgment is going to be called upon what they're doing and what they're really doing behind closed doors. You know, continue to tell your testimony, continue to, say what needs to be said, because this is why these creatures, they're creatures, crash dummies. This is why these crash dummies do this. Because they have so much confidence in the fact that nobody is going to believe you. They really have a lot of confidence in nobody is going to believe you. They have more confidence in that than they do within themselves. They just do. Like, for instance, when my baby daddy my bad decision, did what he did to me, the first thing he said was, well, I don't have anything to worry about because nobody's going to believe you. Everybody thinks you're crazy. And he didn't count it up right. He didn't add it up right. Because it doesn't matter who believes me as long as the right people believe me. He counted me out. Because he was so confident, and these people be so confident in what they believe in for you. Excuse me. They be so confident that they can't count. And they count you out. And he said it in my face, so cocky. Well, I don't have anything to worry about because nobody's going to believe you. Everybody thinks you're crazy. Oh, but the right people did believe me. And he got arrested on several different charges. Because they can count your losses, your pain, your shortcomings, when you really did fuck up. They can count that. They can count being real good. But they can't count when you get it right. They can't count when you accomplish things in your life. Suddenly they lose. They don't know how to, add things up anymore. They don't, not even with a calculator. They just can't. They just can't do 2 plus 2. They don't know 1 plus 1. You cutting them off equals peace. And I'm not, and get me right or you can get me wrong. I'm not talking about math, okay? I'm talking about what I just said. You cutting them off equals peace. You cutting these crash dummies off means your success. You cutting your family off equals financial stability. You cutting your ex off equals good health. That's why I say they can't, they don't know how to add that type of math up. I'm not talking about, you know, they can't add that up. That's why you cutting them off equals peace. They like, man, nah, he really ain't at peace. And they'll say things like, you miss them, you still want them. Because they can't count. They can't count and they can't accept things like that. They don't know what that equals. It equals peace for you, but what does it equal for them? It equals confusion. It confuses them. Even though they dwell in confusion, they send out confusion, they sit with illusions. They don't know how to take it when it's done to them. But oh, have the tables turned, because people is like, no, he cuts ever since he cut her off. Oh, he been doing good. Oh, ever since so and so stopped talking to them, she just changed. There's something different about her. Can't put my finger on it, but it's something different and we like it and we love it and we want some more of it. And like, yeah, I agree, when she was hanging with y'all, she was goddamn had an attitude all the motherfucking time. Look at y'all motherfuckers. And they like, oh, look at us. Yeah. I see now why he had an attitude all the time, why he was so fucking angry. But him cutting you off equals peace. Him cutting her off equals good health. You cutting your family off equals healthy mental state. That's what it equals. That's what it's adding up to. And they don't understand it. They sitting down trying to add it up, trying to they trying their best to add it up, but it's not. Just pay attention to these creatures and the signs. They'll let you know when they're about to test you. They'll let you know. All you got to do is listen and pay attention. Let's say you a funny person, right? And you get invited to the family barbecue or a kickback or something like that, or whatever. And you there, you having a good time, and you make people laugh, right? They'll say, after you done gave these people the best laugh they ever fucking had. I'm talking about they stomach hurting, cramps, they crying. You done gave them the best laugh they ever had. Instead of them saying, oh my God, boy, you so funny, they'll say, oh my God, you're so crazy. These people will have the nerve to say, oh, dear God, you're so crazy. Why can't they say, oh my God, you're so funny? Oh my God, you make me laugh. Why they can't say that? Because they testing you. They lining your ass up. They trying to word curse you. They trying to attach a crazy entity to you. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're saying it. They're using a form of word magic on you by calling you something that you're not. And what's wrong with telling you that you're funny? What's wrong is they ass ain't fucking funny. They don't make people laugh. They make people cry. and they make people confused, and they make people mentally unstable, and they make people unhealthy. Because you know what laughter equals? You laughing equals healing. Laughter is a part of healing. A big part. Laughter plays a big part in healing. You think they want you around here at the barbecue, at the kickbacks, at whatever, making people laugh and shit, healing people unknowingly and shit. You think they want that? So they're not gonna call you, "You're so funny, you give me good laughs." They're gonna say, "Oh my God, you're so crazy. You're so stupid. Girl, you're so stupid." Or they say, "Bitch, bitch, you stupid." Now, a bitch is a female dog in heat. But this is what they'll do because they lining your ass up with that word magic. And then as soon as you give them the best laugh they ever had, right? And you be like, "Yeah, okay, y'all, I'm gonna go fix me another plate of food. Round two, honey." No, go fix you a plate of food. What they gonna do is they gonna tell everybody that you just made laugh, "No, for real. No, for real. He is crazy. He crazy than a motherfucker. No, seriously. Seriously, motherfucker, off the hinges. Like, not there all the way. Cuckoo, cuckoo. I seen this motherfucker talking to himself last week, walking down the street. Crazy, crazy. I seen this nigga in his yard picking up sticks. This is what they gonna do as soon as you turn your back. This is why they said in front of everybody. Because then they gonna say, "Boy, I said it in front of him. I told the nigga he was crazy. And he ain't say he wasn't." That's why everybody don't be joking with you. It be a form of word magic. And then when you be like, "I ain't crazy, I'm funny." "Oh, you just sensitive. You take everything the wrong way." As soon as you know what I'm saying, you catch that energy, and you don't match it with their energy, but you just correct them. "Hey, I'm not crazy, I'm funny. I can give you a little laugh, a little tickle. Oh, you take another form of word magic here. You're saying it with laughter. You're not, getting hostile or aggressive, but another form of word magic. You take everything the wrong way. Ain't nobody you make everything something. That's word magic. When you correct people and you tell them what you like and you don't like, and they tell you, you take things out of proportion. You're problematic because you won't let me sit here and word curse you. You just do too much. You do too much. And then as soon as you walk away, see, I told y'all, they made nothing out of something. He talking about something. They ain't crazy. I ain't saying it like that. I'm saying it like this. We all joking here. We all having a good time, slapping fives and shit. Mm. And these be the crazy motherfuckers. These be the crazy psychopaths. These are the crazy ass psychopaths that truly are psychopaths. And now these people are starting to see why you left they psychopath asses alone. And they saying things like, they don't fool with me no more because they ass crazy. And people like, wait a minute, crazy motherfuckers fuck with anybody. Crazy motherfuckers, you know, they crazy. They'll fuck with anybody. They'll fuck with who they want to. They crazy, but they don't fuck with you? They don't fuck with your crazy ass. Them crazy people is the ones that will come to the damn barbecue knowing everybody in the goddamn family don't like them and they don't give a fuck because they got a glitch for the switch and they got a switch for the glitch. And they probably got a goddamn grenade in their purse or in their shoe. And they'll give it to anybody that want it. Anybody that want it that day. Free ass whoopings for the whole family. Free of charge. Come on down and get your ration. They'll whoop your ass with passion. They'll come right where crazy people. Crazy people. They looking for a fight. They looking to fuck a motherfucker up on the house for the free of charge. So why aren't they fucking with your crazy ass? Because something ain't adding up because these people cannot count. They can count up some money though to, put a price tag on your head. They can count up some money though to pay somebody to, pay people in the community to slander your name. They can add that up, $30 here, $40 down. They know how to add that type of. We ain't talking about that type of math because they good at that type of math because they'll add up your money real quick. How much you make at your job an hour? How much you make on the side job? How much you make of doing this? How much you make of doing that? How much you make of doing this? How much you make of doing that? How much you make of doing this? So they can add up your shit. Well, Amy making $2 more over at her job, so I'ma just fuck with Amy. Good. Praise God. All praises to the Most High. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Fight your battles for you. They gonna wonder how you sleep at night. Cause they know how to count then when it comes to your money and your funds. Cause that's what they want. But they don't know how to count when you say no. They don't know how to count that. They don't know how to count when they get caught. It doesn't count then. No, I ain't. It don't count. It don't count. When they get caught, it don't count. That don't count. It only count when you didn't know what these people was doing. It counted then because they were celebrating. These are those people that will be on the phone with their friends, your ex, your BD, they'll be on the phone with their friends talking about something. Yeah, I gotta watch out for the snakes. I gotta watch out for my baby mama. She's stalking me, man. While outside your fucking residence stalking you. And this where they can't count it. This where they can't count it, right? Because everybody don't got bad neighbors. Everybody don't got people that's after them. So your neighbor see you taking your trash or whatever, and she like, hey, come here, baby. I seen your baby daddy out here just sitting in the goddamn parking lot. He went up and down the street a few times, and then he sat in front of your house for a long time, and it just made me nervous. It made me feel some type of way. And they pull up the goddamn phone, they pull up their camera, and they show you your ex, your baby daddy. And then you contact him and you like, hey, what's going on? You was outside. I wasn't outside your place. I don't got no reason to be coming by your. I don't want you. I don't want you. And you like, boop, boop, boop. You send them the video of them. And they like, nah, that ain't me. My sister had my car today. My sister must have been outside front your house. Because they can't count. See, they can only count on what they believe in. And they believe they've told enough people that you're crazy. They believe that they've slandered you enough. They believe that. So that's what they can only add up. But they wasn't counting on your neighbor showing you video footage. They wasn't counting on that. They couldn't add that up. They think they got everybody. They thought they had everybody. They think they control everybody like the Sims. Through word magic. Through mind manipulation. They sitting up there watching who come out of your apartment and who go in. Yeah, they wasn't counting on somebody to have cameras and video footage. They wasn't counting on somebody to have your back. This is why they go so hard with smearing. Because they need everybody on board to count the dumb shit that they count. They don't take it as, let's say you find real love. That don't count. That don't count. It only counted when you was in an abusive relationship and you didn't know if you was going to come in. That counted. Because it made them happy. They celebrated. They felt good about themselves. It gave them some self-esteem, some esteem of they self. But now you in a good, healthy relationship, it don't count. That don't count. That don't count as nothing. And if you let them, they'll show you it don't count as nothing too. Nope, that don't count as nothing that you found somebody that loved you. It only counted when they thought that you was lonely, or they thought that they magic was working and you couldn't find nobody, or nobody would accept you. It counted then. Because they was able to celebrate and rejoice in the Lord. And rejoice in God. They was able to go love on somebody knowing that you wasn't receiving the love. They could count. That counts. They was able to go help somebody else knowing that you was in need of help. You made them feel good. Let me go help somebody, even though I know she needs somebody. Yeah, they was loving on their girlfriends real good when they felt like they black magic and they spells was working and you couldn't find nobody. They was extra happy in their little relationships. When they thought you wasn't gonna find love, they added that up. Then these the same ones that counted you out. That you wouldn't even have enough common sense to catch on to them. The same ones that's telling you nobody is stalking you, those are the ones stalking you. Those are the ones that's stalking you. And when you pull up the video and show them, they'll tell you, oh no, that's not me. That wasn't me. It don't count. They'll be in jail with charges, they done robbed the damn bank. They got the whole robbery on video. They got 5 witnesses. They'll be in there. I ain't do it. That don't count. It wasn't me. But it would have counted if they would have got away. and they was able to buy a new car and get a house and stun in front of their hoes and stun in front of the city, and it would have counted then. Or they can't just hit a new lick, finna blow a check. Got stats on me, goons on deck. Finna slide through the strip club and make a check. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. It would have counted then. But because they got caught, it don't count. It don't count. It don't count. That your neighbor is telling you, hey, it's something wrong with this. You know, they'll try to convince you that it wasn't right for you to even say whatever you said or do whatever you did. You're the reason why I punched you in your eye, because, you know, I got anger problems. So that don't count. Yeah, behind closed doors, they'll tell you stupid shit like that. They got anger issues, and, you know, they got short tempers. They'll tell you things like that in private, but then in public, they tell people you're the one with the anger issues, and they punched you in your eye because you attacked them. Little old you, 4'2", 4'2", 130 pounds. Yeah, you out here attacking people and shit like that. Because it don't count. It don't count when they do it. But it count when you do it. They add it up. And she hit me back. She cut me off. Everything you do, they'll add it up. But to them, it's gonna equal negativity. You cut them off because you fucking with another nigga. No, you cut them off because they asses is crazy. Have y'all ever been in that situation before where, like, you cut a nigga off, you like, nah, this motherfucker crazy, he toxic, bitch not finna disrupt my motherfucking peace, this bitch not finna kill my vibe. Cut him off, right? And this nigga contact you, you just fucking with another nigga. But before you cut him off, and then they just gotta contact you and they wanna know the reason. See, you try to just ease on out of there and block them and not give them the reason, because one thing you don't want to do is go back and forth with somebody that swear they right about doing wrong shit. It's pointless, and you know that. So you go ahead and cut them off. You like, nah, you ain't finna disrupt my shit. You know, fucking with these type of people will cause mental health issues. And you can see that. You're like, nah, this motherfucker got mental health fucking distress. This motherfucker will make you depressed. This motherfucker will make you rearrange your own motherfucking wig. This motherfucker will have you question yourself, doubting yourself. You know what? I'm just going this way. And they'll contact you. What's the problem? What's the reason? What's the reason? You like, it just, you know, you try to be nice and you like, damn, you didn't know they called you from a different number because you done blocked them. You like, it's just, no, just, you can talk to me. You can tell me what it is. Okay, I don't like how you know what I'm saying? How you always full of drama. You always want to argue. You always, and it's weird to me when a man always want to argue like a little girl. Like, give princess vibes. I don't like that, y'all. It do something to my Because if you want to be the princess, then who the fuck is I'm gonna be then? Because I want to be the princess with no arguing. So if you want to be the princess and you want to argue and you want to be sassy, no, baby, I can't run that up. I can't run that up, and I'm not gonna run it up. So you tell them, like, listen, you get kind of, you too fussy for me. They be fussy as hell. And I ain't talking about all men. I'm talking about, you know, these feminine men. They be fussy as hell. fussy, always grumpy, always complaining, or you know what I'm saying, just low vibration, and you like, nah, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away, but today I got to say I got my drink and I'm feeling. You like, nah, it's not going to work because I'm not looking to be a counselor to you. I'm looking, I want to be your partner. I want to be your helpmate. But it just gives like, I would have to be like, you would be my mental patient or something like that. And I don't, fucked around and told this man that you feel like he gonna be your mental patient and shit like that. Shit just go to the truth. People be wanting the truth, and then when they get it, these princesses, they be like, no, you just fucking with another nigga. It's another nigga. It's another man. That's all you had to say was it was somebody else. And you like, you know what? If that's going to make you stop calling me from different random numbers, then yes. I'll take that for $1. If that's going to make you leave me the fuck alone and not stalk me, okay, yeah. Even though if it was another man, you would tell these princesses that it's another man. Hey, I found somebody new, and they want to hear the truth, and you give them details. You give them specific details. You give them date and time. Like, I don't like how you did that on Thursday. How you know what I'm saying? You said what you said, and then how you said it, and because a person might yell at you, and you like, hey, you ain't gotta talk to me yelling. You can. So you give people free warning, but they keep doing the shit. You like, listen, hey, you're not my child, so I don't like how you talk to me. That don't count. That don't count. It's another man. You've been seeing the whole. They'll go to making up shit in their head. It's another man that you've been seeing the whole time, and you could have just told me that, and I would have been fine with that. I would have been fine if you would have told. How you be fine if I tell you it's another man, but you ain't fine that I'm telling you it's something the fuck that you did? The reason why I don't want to fuck with you no more. Now add that up. What does that equal? That equals you not my equal. That's what that equals. Yeah, that equals that you're not my equal. They be mad, ladies, when you not out here looking for fucking mental patients and and stuff like that. And it's like, no. I mean, unless you know what I'm saying, you really finna make me your what's the name, your caregiver, you know. At least I could be on the clock getting paid or something like that for this shit. Then it might sound like, something I can do part-time. I can kind of, you know, be your caregiver. Because that's what they be needing, a damn caregiver. Ain't no partner. I thought it was, stand beside you. They want to stand. They want you to stand behind them because they done told everybody you crazy. And then they got to take medications. But to the next video, I do care for you guys. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. When she's gone, it's far too long. Anytime she goes away. I know. Oh, I'm leaving your ass alone. 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I don't know the rest of the song, but y'all have a beautiful day.